Hey everybody, how you doing? Hmm. Hey everybody, how you doing? Anywho, update. Hey everybody, how you doing? Anywho, update. Hey everybody, how you doing? Anywho. All right, update stream here. I said last time I was going to be doing more biking and stuff. I just got back from having a short ride. Let me see here. See if I can add this in. I guess this will do. Transition more. There, okay. No, that was a little bit too much. Oh, come on, oh, that'll work. Anywho's is what's his worst and whys and hows. See if I can bring this up. Probably not. Okay, let's remove that display capture. That's not going to work. That's a no. Let's remove that one. Okay, well. So I went for a ride today. Probably about 15 minutes worth. I mean, compared to what I used to do, not an overly long ride and not a very forceful one. I mean, let's face it, back in the day when when I was working out in the gym, and this wasn't all that long ago. I mean, for me, a ride on the incline bike, or even back when I used to ride for exercise, it'd be like a 15-mile, 20-mile ride, easy. And I'd do it in half-hour flat, if not 15 minutes. You know, I could really book. But today it was just a little ride around the neighborhood. And from my apartment, I went over to the bus stop just up the road at the corner of King and Jones, then came back up Jones Street to Mountain Avenue, down Mountain Avenue to Collegiate, turned around and came back up to my apartment. And I gotta say, I was fucking gassed. Sorry about the lack of photo there. I was totally gassed when I got back, man. Now, I was sweating like a banshee. I was huffing and puffing by the time I got back, so that's all good. Yeah, my heart felt like it was going to shoot out of my chest. And now I'm coughing a little bit because, well, I do have, when I was younger, I was diagnosed with asthma. And to top it all off, it's spring allergy season. So I've probably got a mountain of phlegm built up in my lungs. I have to mention that doing a bike ride, opens up those small little bronchioles, those little those little passages in the lungs that haven't been getting used in ages. So, that's going to help. It's going to clear out a bunch of that crap that's in my lungs. It's going to get me more lung capacity, and it's going to regenerate some of those alveolar sacs that are in there that have atrophied over the years since my legs went south. Yeah. Moreover, since my left knee went tits up. But I mean, I managed to do it. When I got back out front of my building, my knee made a really painful clicking noise. It didn't feel like the implant. It felt like soft tissue. But I'm capable of walking. My knee isn't swelled up or nothing. It was just probably, hey, haven't done this in a long time. What are you doing to me? Kind of confusion. But I mean, I'm starting out with that. That's not even a half kilometer. I took my time doing it all low gears, because to go down from where I am, going from the corner of Jones and Mountain down to the corner of Collegiate Mountain, that's downhill. It's a slight downhill, and I was able to do it in a mid gear. Then coming back up, I think I was in the bottom 4 gears. So my mountain bike's supposed to be a 18 speed. It's supposed to be. Although the top 3 gears are totally, I think the gears need to be replaced, because I've never been able to get those top 3 gears out of it. It's a crappy tire bike. Oh no. I had some packet losses. Anywho, so I did that ride, and like I said, I was gassed when I got back. I felt that little twinge in my knee, and it made a clicking noise. My guess is it's just from not having done it, because like I said, my knee doesn't hurt now. It's not swollen. I mean, I was huffing and puffing for probably a good 5-10 minutes after I got back, and my body temperature is just starting to come back. I mean, let's face it, when you're packing the pudge like I am, your body temperature is going to spike a lot faster than it would normally, because you've got all that blubber insulating, so it just holds on to that heat, so it takes you a little while to cool down. I mean, I've just stopped sweating in the last couple of minutes, and okay, I've been streaming now for just under 6 minutes, and I was home probably for between 15 to 25 minutes before I started streaming, because I read a couple of emails, sent a couple of texts, watched a video on YouTube, and I can feel my body temperatures come back down to normal now. And like I said, this is going to open up my lungs, allow me to breathe a lot better. Breathe a lot better means it'll burn off more of this. So, and everything has a positive effect. I just need Mother Nature to cooperate and not rain so fucking much this spring. I could also use her help in the pollen count, because those maple trees behind my building are killing me. But I'm probably going to spend the rest of the night hacking up a lung now. It's like I said, it opens up all those small little airways in your lungs. And I probably have a couple of years worth of crud built up in there, like for phlegm-wise and stuff. Got a lot of sneezing season. But overall I feel good. I don't know how many of these live streams or updates I'm going to be able to post, because I'll be honest, in the next week or two, I'm probably losing my cable internet. It's a shitty situation, but unless I can find a job, and I have been looking, still no luck. Um, that's another thing too, is get some exercise, shed some of these pounds. Maybe I'll be able to find a part-time job, even if it's working at something shitty like a Horton's. That'll allow me to be able to afford a cell phone, basic cable, plus my internet package, and be able to eat a little bit better. The better food you have, the healthier you are. Like, I can't afford a lot of fruits and vegetables. I mentioned it in my last stream that I'm using a food bank now. They give you, the food bank I go to, knock on wood, they give you pretty good food. It's pretty decent stuff. Unfortunately, a lot of it is pre-processed and packaged stuff, so it's full of salt. It's got a lot of preservatives and sugar in it, which kind of sets off my arthritis a bit. But the exercise is going to help with that too, because it'll get a lot of that shit out of my system. And moving forward, like I said, I shed some pounds, and hopefully I'll be able to start working a part-time job. Even if it's only 8 to 10 hours a week. 8 to 10 hours a week. Like I said, over 4 weeks. That's 40 hours a month. That's like $800-900. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm on ODSP right now too, and they let you make $200 before they touch it, and then they take half of everything after that. So out of that $800, the first $200's mine. So $600, I have to give up half of, so that leaves me with $300. There's, okay, so that's altogether $500 more than what I'd be getting now. And the fitter I get, then the more I'm going to be able to do, obviously. And ultimately, my goal is to go back to school, get retrained, because what I would love to do is, and I've been making YouTube videos on gaming, and right now I'm using freeware for editing, and I'm liking the editing process, and it's got me interested in doing that. So getting into audio video editing is something I'd be interested in doing, going back to school. Unfortunately, ODSP doesn't pay for that, so I'm going to have to pay for it myself somehow. That's, that's kind of the kick in the tchotchkes. So I'm going to have to save up some money for that. They might help out with some of the books, but they won't pay for the tuition. At least that's what my worker tried to tell me. But what I'm doing, the way I've decided to do things, is just bypass the system entirely. Go at it as if they're not going to help me one little bit, because it doesn't seem like they're interested in it. Like I said, social safety net my ass. So I feel good now after having done it. My heart rate's come back down, because my heart was just going boom, 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 boom. When I finished that ride, and I was gasping. And my temperature was up, and I was sweating buckets. But okay, it's been about half hour or so since, and you know what? My body temp's back down, my heart rate's back down. I've had a couple of coughing fits where, something icky came out of my lungs. No, I'm not showing anybody on camera. I'm not going that gross way. It's just something I'm trying to do here. better my own situation, because ultimately, in the world, it's not up to the government. Doesn't care about you or me. You really, if you want to get ahead in life, you gotta make your own way. Bend the universe to your will, kind of deal. And I guess that's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I'm never going to be Bill Gates rich, but I want to get to that point where I can do something, get off this goddamn ODSP entirely, pay my own way, contribute to society again in a meaningful fashion. And if I can go back to school, take video and audio editing courses, and I don't have to work for a TV station. There's enough people out there on YouTube. There's enough people out there on Rumble, on Odyssey, you name it. There's people on Twitch. There's gamers on Facebook. People need editing, and maybe like one of the first things I'm going to have to do is buy a decent editing suite and take the lessons on how to properly use it, because right now I've got a very basic one. It lets me do a voice overlay track, and it lets me edit out sections, and it lets me merge two separate videos together. So it's very basic features, but there's other things like adding in effects, adding, speeding up, slowing down sections of the video. If you're doing like a montage, so you add in a audio track with music, and then you speed it up or slow it down or whatever you want to do to it. Those kind of things. That's all what I want to learn how to do. Get really good at it. See if I can make a living doing that. Because, then that's something that lets me do me. And that's what I want to do is, it wouldn't necessarily make me super, super rich, but it would let me be independent. And it all starts with a simple single step. And, this was that single step. So that just gives you a little update on what I've done since the last time I posted a video, since I posted my rant. And so I had a ride today. Leg feels good still. I was gassed when I finished it. I didn't overdo it. I didn't push things too hard, because let's face it, I really don't have any interest in seeing doctors or the inside of a surgical bay again for a long time. That would just not be good. And like I said, this is the first step. Get my weight down, then I can get something part-time, save up some money, buy a decent video editing suite, go to school, learn how to use it effectively, and either get work in the TV industry or work for myself. There's plenty of people out there that need a good video editor. And the more I learn about it, the more I've done it doing my own gaming channel and other things. The more I've done it in gaming, the more interested in it I get. I'm not so interested in the gaming aspect when I make my videos as I am learning how to edit better, if that makes any sense. But yeah, today was a good ride. I feel better. I mean, I actually feel like I can breathe easier than before I started my ride. Before I started, I felt kind of bound up in the chest, like my lungs were constricted. Just didn't feel very good. When I got back from the ride, like I said, I was just, but now, you know what, I've had a little coughing fit, Some icky came up that's probably been in there a while. And yeah, my chest feels looser. So today was a positive step. And hopefully many, many more positive ones to come after this. All right, so hey, thanks for watching, and I'll check back in with you again in a little while, maybe in a few more days. Okay. Eventually, my goal within the next, I'm going to say the next 3 weeks, is to be able to bike from my place all the way over to Battlefield Park. That's about a kilometer and a kilometer and almost a kilometer and a half ride there. So it'd be about a 3K round trip. Bike down there, walk around the park, Pokemon Go. There's a butt ton of Pokemon stops down there, and a few Pokemon gyms, and then ride back. That's I want to be able to do that by, say, the end of June at the latest. And I'm never gonna be doing like marathon bike rides, but I would like to be able to get up to be able to biking 15 kilometers again by, say, the end of summer. That's probably stretching it, because I know I got a lot of that to get rid of. Oh boy, do I have a lot of that to get rid of. But if I can get up to, even a 10-mile bike ride by the end of summer, I'll be laughing. So thanks for watching, folks, and I'll check back in with you in a couple of days. Take it easy, everybody. Have a good one.